Former Rangers winger Neil McCann has made a major revelation about his connection with the Ibrox club, sparking fresh discussion among supporters. The ex-Scotland international opened up about his feelings towards Rangers and addressed long-running speculation over a potential return in the future. His honest comments shed light on his enduring bond with the club and the possibility of a return. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Danny Rohl has leapt to the defence of Rangers leader Jack Butland after his error allowed Kilmarnock an equaliser. Rohl's side went on to win his first Premiership game and charged by 3-1, but the visitors managed to make it nervy, at least for a spell, by levelling through George Stanger 6 minutes before half-time. Goalkeeper Butland was at fault, allowing the centre-back to capitalise on his howler to ensure the scores were level going into the break. After a disappointing campaign last time out, the 32-year-old has been one of the club's better performers this season, and his new boss insists he will bounce back from that moment. The German referred to the shot stopper as one of his leaders as well as a great goalkeeper. He said, "I think Jack is not just a great goalkeeper, he is also a leader in the group. He is one of the leaders in the changing room who is talking and who is helping. I think tomorrow he will think about his goal and then he will go forward." The process from Thursday to today was really good to see. We were very clear on Friday, we spoke very openly and very direct in our group, and it was fantastic to see, and today was a good outcome. I enjoyed it, not more, and now our focus is on the next game. Rohl also discussed Youssef Chermiti's performance after the big striker came on and scored after a difficult start to the life as a Rangers player. He said, "I think generally I must say it was a good outcome from the team. We put Danilo on from the start and he scored, after not playing so much in the past. After 70 minutes, it was clear we wanted to bring the next striker on, and this was for Chermiti as well, a good step, a small step, not more. I think this is also important. We saw today what is possible. He still has to improve some things, but for me it's important to improve the self-confidence of the players. I think there were a lot more players with confidence, and from minute to minute you saw players who wanted to have the ball. There were also some good moments where players started to work against the ball, not just think, I want to have nice football. If you do this, then you feel really you are in the game, and this is what I liked." Now, Neil McCann says reports he was lined up for a role at Rangers under Kevin Muscat were exaggerated. At one stage during the Ibrox club's head coach recruitment process, Muscat was the heavy favourite and was understood to be close to agreeing a deal to return to the club after one season there during his playing days. McCann was believed to be his choice of assistant, and there were even claims the 51-year-old could take charge in the interim to allow the Australian to finish his season with Shanghai Port, who are in a title race. The former Rangers winger admits there had been chat between the pair in the past about his former teammate wanting him as his number 2 if he ever did land the Ibrox gig. But there was no formal contact after Russell Martin's sacking. Asked about it on the BBC Scottish Football podcast, he said, "All speculation. No one from the club spoke to me about that. Kevin is an ex-teammate of mine. Yeah, we'll have discussions that if he was ever going to maybe look at coming to Rangers, then he asked me if I would have been part of that setup." So I think everybody put 2 and 2 together, but there was never a stage where I was contacted by the club to say, "Right, get your suit looked out again from last season, you're going back in." Of course, that would have been brilliant because I absolutely loved my time at Rangers last year. It was great to be part of that club again, to be able to be back coaching. But it was great because I loved being at the side of the pitch, but it never got to the stage where it was absolutely solid or real, so you can never get carried away by it. In other news, Danny Rohl has finally earned his first victory as Rangers manager, guiding his side to a much-needed 3-1 win over Kilmarnock at Ibrox. And one player, in particular, earned high praise from Stephen Naismith for his standout display. The German coach, who was appointed to steady the ship after the brief and disastrous Russell Martin era, equaled his predecessor's tally of league wins in just one afternoon. Goals from Derek Cornelius, Danilo, and Youssef Chermiti, who opened his Rangers account, secured the result and offered fans a rare taste of optimism following a turbulent start to the campaign. Rohl's tenure had begun in worrying fashion with a humbling 3-0 defeat to SK Brann in the Europa League just days earlier, raising questions over whether another false dawn was emerging at Ibrox. However, Sunday's performance provided the first real glimpse of what the 35-year-old coach might bring to Rangers: intensity, structure, and a renewed sense of belief. The win, just the club's second in the Scottish Premiership this season, may not solve all of the problems that have plagued the Glasgow Giants, but it certainly restores some badly needed momentum. Among those who impressed in the victory was Theel Asgard, the 23-year-old Norwegian midfielder signed from Luton Town during the summer transfer window. Though he did not register a goal or assist, Asgard's intelligent movement, composure on the ball, and ability to link play caught the eye of pundits and supporters alike. Stephen Naismith, speaking on BBC Sport Sound, was particularly taken by his performance, describing him as the best player on the park. "I think he's been the best player on the park. I think he's the best player of the day," said the Scotland assistant coach. "His intelligence, his runs forward, his ability to pick up space. He's strong and he's happy to take it when he's got someone right on him. I think he's been the best player on the park today." The statistics backed up Naismith's assessment. According to SofaScore, Asgard completed all 3 of his attempted dribbles, made 34 accurate passes from 40 attempts, and registered 50 touches before being substituted 10 minutes from time. It was a quietly influential performance, one that underlined his technical quality and growing confidence in a side that has struggled for rhythm and identity in recent months. For Rangers, it was a rare afternoon of clarity. The players appeared more disciplined, the pressing more coordinated, and the attacking patterns more deliberate. Rohl, known for his tactical detail and work ethic, appeared to have instilled some early signs of cohesion that were sorely missing under Martin. The supporters, who have grown accustomed to inconsistency and underachievement since Steven Gerrard's departure, were finally treated to a glimpse of the kind of football they have been desperate to see return to Ibrox. The last few years have been turbulent for Rangers, marked by managerial instability and questionable recruitment. Giovanni van Bronckhorst's reign delivered moments of European joy, but fell short domestically, while Michael Beale and Philippe Clement both failed to provide lasting progress. Russell Martin's brief tenure, however, proved particularly damaging. His ambitious possession-based approach unraveled almost immediately, leading to toxic fallout and a crisis of confidence within the dressing room. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.